It's silent right now. Not dramatically silent, just the ordinary kind of silent that appears when nothing is being chased. The breath is moving on its own, in and out. In and out, the body seems to know what to do without asking me. Sounds come and go somewhere in the background. A thought appears, then fades. Time feels like it's passing, but when I try to find it, there's only this moment. I might be wrong, but it feels like everything is happening inside something that isn't moving at all. We usually call this being awake. We say, "I'm conscious now," as if that explains something, as if wakefulness is obvious and stable and solid. But when I slow down and actually look at what being awake means, it starts to feel less clear. There's seeing, hearing, sensing, thinking. But is that wakefulness itself? Or are those just things happening within something deeper? Everyone has experienced this shift without ever questioning it. We wake up, move through the day, fall asleep, dream, and then drop into deep sleep. It feels normal, automatic, nothing mysterious about it. And yet if I pause and look carefully, something strange appears. When I'm dreaming, the dream world feels real. When I'm awake, the waking world feels real. And in deep sleep, there is no world at all. No thoughts, no images, no sense of self. And yet, I don't vanish. The Mandukya Upanishad begins right here. Not with belief, not with morality, not with rituals. It looks directly at experience and quietly asks us to notice how consciousness seems to move through different modes. Waking, dreaming, deep sleep. Not as philosophy, but as lived facts. Last night, maybe you dreamed. There were people, places, emotions. While the dream lasted, it felt convincing. And then it dissolved. Later, there was deep sleep. No awareness of the body. No mind. No thoughts. No thoughts. And yet, in the morning, you said, "I slept well." That sentence is more interesting than it sounds. Who noticed the absence? Who was there to say that nothing was there? I might be wrong, but it feels like awareness didn't disappear in deep sleep. Only objects did. Only experiences did. Something remained, even when there was nothing to experience. The Mandukya Upanishad gently maps this. It doesn't argue, it simply shows that waking, dreaming, and deep sleep are all states that come and go. They arise. They dissolve. They are experienced, and anything that can be experienced cannot be the experiencer itself. When I bring this closer to the body, it stops feeling abstract. Right now, there are sensations. Pressure where the body meets the chair. Subtle warmth in the chest. Movement of breath. Thoughts are commenting on all of this. Emotions are lightly coloring it. And yet, the knowing of these sensations does not tighten when the body tightens. It doesn't rush when the mind rushes. It remains oddly unchanged. The Mandukya Upanishad hints at something beyond the three states. Not a fourth experience. Not a mystical vision, but the background in which all experiences appear. It doesn't insist on a word, but later traditions call it turiya. Not as a thing, but as a pointer. Like noticing the screen instead of the movie. Movies change. Scenes shift. Light and darkness alternate. Drama appears, disappears. But the screen never reacts. It doesn't get wet in the rain scene or burn in the fire scene. It allows everything without participating. I might be wrong, but awareness feels like that. Not personal, not emotional, not invested. And yet, nothing happens without it. This is where the insight becomes quietly unsettling. If waking life is one appearance, dreaming another, deep sleep another, then what exactly is me? Not as a biography, not as a memory, not as a role. But right now, can it be found? Or is there just perception happening? Thoughts arising, sensations appearing, all without a central owner. The Mandukya Upanishad doesn't try to comfort this question. It doesn't offer reassurance or promise peace. It simply keeps pointing back to what remains unchanged while everything else shifts. Even the sense of being a seeker comes and goes. Even the desire to understand arises within this space. I notice the breath again. Still happening. Sounds drift by. Thoughts appear saying, "This makes sense," or "This is confusing," or "I've heard this before." And all of that is known. Awareness doesn't agree or disagree. It doesn't need to. Nothing special is happening. Life continues. The body functions, the mind thinks, and awareness remains exactly as it is. Not improve, not diminished, not envolver. So I don't try to hold on to this noticing. Even the attempt to hold it would just be another appearance. I let the moment be exactly what it is, and a question stays open without urgency. If awareness is present in waking, present in dreaming, and somehow present even when nothing appears at all, then where could identity truly be located? I'll leave that question here without trying to answer it.